Okay, so let's talk about it. 21 days done. Biking 20 or more kilometers every day and running 5 or more kilometers a day. Hello, good morning. So, they say that it takes 21 days to build a habit. Morning, day 2. Another beautiful place. Was I always successful at doing so? No, because life, family, kids, responsibilities, a lot of work, commuting, weather. Although weather was not the case, because even if it's very cold or rainy or windy, you can always do your thing, right? Can't you? But it's not always very easy to just bike and, run whenever you please. Not always even possible. Had I not taken it upon myself to do this challenge, I would have selected a car in the morning rather than taking a bike a lot of times. So it was very challenging, but very motivating and pushing me to actually take the fucking bike, because biking was easy. It was like basically going to and from work, between places, between clients on a bike. That was actually quite easy. Running was a bigger challenge, because you need to find time for running. And granted, like 5 kilometers is like half an hour. It's not a lot of time, but still you need to find this time. And then with a few minutes of prepping, like changing your gear, maybe grabbing a bottle of water, maybe a powder, electrolytes and all kinds of stuff. And then post-run shower and stuff, it's like 1 hour. You don't always have it, even though it seems little, but I was doing my best anyway. And so it was extremely motivating to know that I'm doing this 21-day challenge for me, for myself. And had I not decided to do it, I would have taken the car many times. But then every morning you wake up and you go like, fuck, it's day 5, day 6, day 7, day 18, day 19. Okay, let's take a bike. Okay, whatever. And then you do it. And when you've done it at the end of the day, you are happy. It's so rewarding, really. So that was the challenge, right? And now in the first picture, you can see how every day went. So the first column is the obviously kilometers I biked. Second column is kilometers I ran. In total, I biked 534 kilometers. And I ran 90 kilometers, basically in 21 days. Again, had I not decided to be doing this challenge, I would not have probably biked half of that. So, having decided that and having done so is better than not having done so at all, right? Then calories burned. My basal metabolic rate, which is the number of calories that you would burn every day just living your life, heart pumping, you thinking, going to work and stuff, given your sex, your weight, your height, your age, everything. And my basal metabolic rate is about 2,200 calories, right? So I would be burning those calories anyway, which in 21 days would have been 46,200 calories burnt every day. Because I biked and ran, I did burn almost 75 or 6. I'm recording this, not really looking at the data. I'm trying to remember that. Close to 76,000 calories. So more. I have burnt more, significantly more than I would have burned otherwise had I not been running and biking. But then, because the third column in the table, by the way, is the number of calories that I burnt every day with biking and running. And the last column is the deficit or surplus. Surplus is red, deficit is normal. So there were many days when I had a 2000 calorie deficit or more. But there were also days, and the ratio is, I would say, 50-50, when I had a caloric surplus because I was very hungry, because I was eating like crazy sometimes. 4,000 calories in a day is really little. And I was tracking everything in my MyFitnessPal. Obviously, the rest was doing my watch, and then I was just reading the statistics, right? But so the overall calorie deficit was about 6,500 calories after 21 days. Now, the tricky part about consuming your calories is that unless you are really counting them religiously, I think that 90 or even 95, if not 100% of people actually eat more than they think that they do. So if you're not tracking anything and you don't really have any idea about calories, and like a little bowl of cereal or a salad at a restaurant is, you would probably think it's less than what it really is. You would say, oh, it's about 1,000 calories, whereas it was like 1.5, because you have butter, you have oils, you have, all of the hidden calories, so-called, that you are not aware of. And like, one proper burger at Burger King, for example, could be 1,000 calories. So then if you, for example, burnt 1,000 calories running for 1 hour, doing 10 kilometers, and you're proud of yourself, then you go to McDonald's for a big burger. Not that I was doing that, but if you did, and you basically make up pretty quickly. Then you've, eaten what you've just burnt, and that renders it kind of pointless as regards the calories game. But obviously, calories in, calories out is a real thing, and, thermogenesis of your body, or whatever it's called, the thermic effect of food on you, where protein, by the way, is the most important macro. So, all things considered, I am leaving the first 21-day challenge with about 6,500 calorie deficit. So, the conclusion is that I still was able to out-train my eating, right? And my diet was not extremely clean. I mean, there were chocolate protein power bars, occasionally some protein shakes, of course filled with sugar, and even occasionally a sandwich, like bread. And when I mean bread, I mean white fucking bread. Something that possibly many people would be interested in, like body weight, for example. I lost 5 kilograms. Doesn't matter what my starting weight was or how much I weigh now, because why would you care, right? I mean, just 5K less. For me, it all depends. It's hormones, it's, stress, it's cortisol, it's your weight, it's your size. Anyway, for me, it was like 5K. It is now 5K less. My body fat percentage, which I always measure on my Withings scale, 5% less. So I'm around 20, I can tell you this, about 20% body fat. I'm not a bodybuilder, obviously, who would be aiming for 6 or 5%, which also is extremely unhealthy. I think that quite soon I would like to go around 12%, which is a good result. And then what I was most excited about was overall longevity and health markers, such as VO2 max, endurance score, and heart rate variability. So VO2 max is significantly higher. It rose over the 21 days, which means that my body and my muscles are a bit more efficient at utilizing oxygen, sucking it out from the blood and using it. So my body is more efficient at using oxygen during, your activities. My overall endurance score, which my watch measures, taking into consideration all of the, data and statistics that it can read, is higher. And this is actually what I'm very happy with, because it's rising. And then your heart rate variability, this is a parameter that basically tells you how well your heart is beating. So that's a bit higher as well. And overall, of course, what I did for the past 21 days isn't really that extreme. It's only 20 kilometers or more on a bike, and then like 5K running. It's nothing really like crazy. But it was fun, and I now have already an amazing idea for a 21-day challenge number 2. Because as of right now, I'm recording this video is the 23rd of September 2023. January 18th, I will be turning 40. On that day, and I have it planned in my life goals, I need to wake up with a proper six-pack abs, which I don't have yet. Doesn't matter how far I am. Let's not talk about it. But I'm not there yet. And it has to happen. So I've got about 4 months. So my next 21-day challenge is... Oh, one more thing. Because in the very first video I said that it takes 21 days of doing that to develop a habit. So has the habit been developed? I would say yes. Because even 2 days ago, on Friday, I did 60 kilometers on the bike outside of the 21-day challenge. And this coming week and month, I'm immediately jumping into another 21-day challenge. I'm not thinking about a car. You just kind of want more. More biking, more running, and more gym. Swimming, being active as hell. So I'll keep you posted.